Hi friends, how are y'all doing? So today is March the 30th and it is Sunday and uh, we didn't go to church because my head is still hurting. Not as bad as it was, but the church that we go to, it sounds like a rock concert, their music, and I just couldn't handle it. Last week I had to get up and walk out and wear earplugs, and I just didn't want to do that to myself again today. So we didn't go to church, and Kate didn't come over, so we decided to go to Goodwill. Actually, I was thinking about going to CVS and Goodwill, but we went to Goodwill first, and then I just didn't want to bother with going to CVS because I was getting hungry. So I thought I would do a thrift haul. I haven't done a thrift haul in a while, and I thought I would do one. So the first few books I have to explain. The first few books are children's books. And no, we don't have a new baby. But there's a baby that's in our lives, and it's one of Mark's coworkers' daughters. So we occasionally get to babysit her. And so I went ahead and picked up some books because I like to encourage reading whenever and wherever I can. So the first one we picked up is Baby's Touch and Feel Farm. Now, I bought these books for my kids all the time. I don't know if you guys bought these books for your kids, or if you didn't, but I did. And so this one is really good shape. It was 25% off of $1.49. Sorry about my voice. This one, I didn't know that Richard Scarry, it's Kohl's Care, so this one was half of $1.49. I know about Richard Scarry's books. I think we may still have one. I don't remember, but I thought this was just beautiful. Just the colors are so vibrant and pretty, and just the art. I mean, look at that. It's gorgeous. To be honest with you, I like looking at kids' books. I don't know if you guys do. But I thought I would go ahead and pick this one up. I picked up like 3 or 4 more, and Mark and I looked through them. This is the only thing, like, I don't like promoting these type of mushrooms. But whatever. I mean, you can make it but look how pretty. Anyway, what I was saying, I like looking at children's books just for the illustrations for myself. They're beautiful. Some of them are beautiful. And then I like this type of illustration for Bible books, The Birth of Jesus. Now this is mine. I'm not going to give this away. This was half of $1.49. I do have a small collection of children's books, not many, but just some that I think are beautiful. And we also have like stories of Jesus. I think this was my husband's. And you can see it's been taped. We did not get this at Goodwill, but I just like looking at the illustrations. I think they're beautiful. I just happen to be sitting in front of it. So I bought this for me. And then this little girl is way too young for a pop-up book. I think she's like 9 months or something, or maybe even younger. But this was 25% off of $3.49. This is about bugs. And I don't like his name, Jack Tickle. It's kind of creepy, but look how beautiful that is. I'm a fan of pop-up books for adults. I don't have any, but you know, if I found one at the Dollar Tree, not the Dollar Tree, at the Goodwill, I might buy one. But this one's not torn at all. I always look through the pop-up books. If there are some that are not torn, like I've never actually bought one before because they're usually torn. They're not usually in this good a condition. And there were a couple there that were in pretty bad condition other than this one. So I bought this one. And then found this book, The Power of Positive Thinking. You guys have probably read this. It's 25% of $1.49. But this came in its little book. It's silver, no water damage, and this printing, it says to Elmer Dale and Eva Ray from Paul Mortensen from 3 River Falls, Minnesota, or something. Then it has his address. I just thought that was really cool. Copyright 1952. And this is one that we don't have. I have a few self-help books. It even smells old. It has that delicious old book smell. I do have a few self-help books, but I didn't have this one. So I picked that one up. Thought it was a really good deal. And then I picked up The Excellent Wife, A Biblical Perspective by Martha Peace. I've never heard of her. It was 50% off, $3.49. She's a pastor from Harrison Bridge Road Presbyterian Church in South Carolina. The Excellent Wife is an absolute must for women today. This book is a welcome first because it is a scripturally based, systematic, and practical work for today's women. Within its pages is a detailed portrait of a godly wife. Not only is the standard high and holy, but Martha demonstrates that by God's grace it is attainable. It's from the Focus Publishing Incorporated group. And it was half of $3.49. I think I said that. And then this book, there was a fantasy book that I read in my very first year of university. And I don't remember the name of it, but it was delightful. And I haven't really read any fantasy since. I don't think. I may have, but not like this. And so I think this is it. I'm not sure. I did start to read it, but on the back there is there's a couple of authors that I have read. Jean Auel. Do you remember she wrote the the Clan of the Cave Bear, and she wrote that whole series. There are 5 books. I read all of them. She said, I love the book so much, I went out and bought it for a friend and have told many people about it. Why did no one ever think before to tell the story of King Arthur from the perspective of the women? And then Madeline d'Ingle, who wrote, she wrote many things, but she's famous for A Wrinkle in Time. She wrote, The Mist of Avalon is a beautiful book. The characters are alive, multidimensional. I really care about them. And then there's 2 other, I don't know what you call them. I don't know what you call these things. What do you call these things? Recommendations from Publishers Weekly and Mary Renault, which I don't know who she is. So I thought, I'm going to read, hopefully this is the book I read. And if not, I think that's a dirty word. Y'all tell me what you think. Does that say what I think it says? Anyway, and then I found this, the Keto Cookbook for $3.49. It was full price, but I was like, I have to have that, of course. And I've already looked through it. All of the recipes look delicious. They have like full pictures, and it's easy to read. So now I'm gonna go over there and get the bag full of stuff. Picked this up. He thought it would be perfect for us. Here's the brand. He said he looked it up on eBay, and these are selling for like 30 bucks. So this was $5.49, and it was 25% off. So we got that. And then we think Almond is out of her chewing phase. We've bought her 2 beds, and you've seen at least one of them for her kennel, and she ate it. She ate them both. We have a rug in there now with a comforter on top, and she's eaten the rug, but she hasn't eaten the comforter. So we went ahead and bought, this is like a huge plushy blanket. It feels like towel material. I don't really know what it is, but it's humongous. And it's real squishy. And this was $3.99, and it was 25% off. I had another blanket. It was $3.99, real squishy. And it wasn't 25% off. It was a normal price, so it was just a little bit more expensive than this. But the brand is Pink Lily. I've never heard of it. This material is 100% polyester, and it's a super soft feather yarn throw. So anyway, this one we thought would be squishier than the blanket that I had, although that blanket was very luxurious. And also, we don't think it will get as hot, because for some reason Almond's very hot natured. So got this. Probably bored you to tears with that whole explanation. And then when I got this, when I saw this, I had to have it. This was $3.19. This is 25% off. This is just fabric. And it's not, like, I'll scoot back and show you. Like, I don't think you could make anything decent out of it. See how it's cut weird? Like, I could probably make a curtain. I could probably make a curtain out of it. But I told him I wanted to make a spring throw for the couch, because we have one on there now. And it's green, it's springy, and it works. But I was thinking more springy, so I don't know. Maybe this would work for that. Maybe not, but it's beautiful fabric. It's right up my alley. It is Portfolio Textiles Port Guard. I don't know if it has the name of it. Sometimes they have the name, sometimes they don't. And then I got this purse. It is Olivia and Joy. It is Olivia and Joy. And it was 75% off of $8.69, because purple was 75% off. And I know someone who likes little black purses. And so I didn't get it for me, I got it for them. And then I think it's just a lounger, like a moo-moo. Oh, we call them moo-moos. I don't know what y'all call them. Probably loungers. But it's from Cuddle Duds. And this was $8.99 and it was 25% off. But it's very, very comfortable. It's very soft. Let me see if I can find the tag. It is polyester and spandex. And it's just like a lounging dress. I mean, that's what I'm gonna wear it as anyway. And then the last thing that I got was this black dress, and it was 50% off of $6.79. It's the strangest thing. It has 2 tags. A purple tag and a blue tag. And when he scanned this, he said, oops, that one's already been sold. I have to go get my boss. And I said, well, there's another tag on it. So I said, just scan that tag and see if it worked. He said, well, it does work. I scanned it. And I said, well, just use that one. And he was like, why does it have 2 tags? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, it saved him from having to go to the back, get his boss. And I was like, So this is Harlow and Rose. I've never heard of Harlow and Rose. I went to the dress section and I got a stack of dresses. They don't have any dressing rooms, but they have a full-length mirror. So what I do is I just stand in front of the mirror and try the dresses on over my clothes. And I wasn't thinking about looking at dresses today. This has a real cute detail on the sleeve. I wasn't thinking about looking at dresses today, but anyway, or I would have worn like a t-shirt and leggings or something. And the skirt is long and it's like gauze material over, but it is attached. Do you see that? So it just kind of stays where it is. Anyway, let me go get the receipt. So the total for all that with tax was $34.17. It's not too shabby. So yep, that's it. That's what we got. I didn't look through the whole store, but you know, I was ready to go. So we left. Or my husband was ready to go too. So now we are at home and he is making dinner, and I have thought of a couple of videos for you guys. The first one is like my first 2 weeks on keto, because I'm still on keto. I know that in my last video, if you watched it, I said, I don't know if I can do this, but I'm still on keto. So I thought I would show you what I've bought so far and what I'm doing, and yeah. And then, yeah, the other video, you will just have to subscribe to find out what that one is. So with that, I will leave you in peace, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.